One of the biggest cons ever is this supposed concern over Diddy. Oh my God, he's the worst thing that's ever happened. Oh my God, what's going to happen? People wringing their hands. They want blood from him. They want this guy so bad. And what he's been convicted of is violating the Mann Act, being a pimp. All of the women who were there who are going to be testifying, the first question is, are you a prostitute? He was found guilty of transporting you as a prostitute. Are you a prostitute? Is that what you want to be known as? Because that's why you're here. Not sex trafficking, not racketeering. He was acquitted of that. Let me ask you something. If Diddy were Ron Howard or Clint Eastwood, you think anybody be doing this? No. I'm not one to use the word racist a lot, okay? But there's something that people love about seeing this guy get it. Because he's not very sympathetic. He's a part of that rap thug group. And there's a bunch of folks out there who say, I can't stand these people. I don't know what they're about. I don't know what their story is. I find them disgusting. Multi-gazillionaires. And by the way, not everybody's involved in this. Jay-Z, I don't know if Jay-Z had anything to do with anything, but do you mean to tell me that this guy is the most important? Diddy, are you kidding me? Diddy? What did he do? And here's something nobody wants to talk about because, oh my God, if you do this, you're some kind of a victim shamer or blamer or whatever it is. But these women could not wait to be a part of these parties. They lied to get in. There's testimony of them bribing limo drivers. Let me in. I want to be a part of this. Abuse me. And there's also something which is important, which is critical. In the world of self-defense, there's something called the retreat doctrine. And the retreat doctrine means before you can use deadly force, you have an affirmative duty to retreat, to leave. Well, if you're the victim of something and you can walk out and nobody's going to follow you, a lot of this happened with Epstein, but nobody wants to talk about this. And remember, theoretically, yes, I know if you're underage, you're right. You're right. But we're not talking about infants. We're not talking about children. We're talking about people who are, in many cases, legally, they are considered children, minors, but many of them have the sexual and street sophistication of people you can't even imagine. But we keep playing with this fiction that every 17-year-old is the same. Now, I'm not about to change it, and I'm not advocating changing the age of consent. But stop pretending in a world that puts out music about F this and mother F this and the hose and the pimp, that you mean to tell me this is the world of innocence? Stop it. Stop it. And this government is so complicit in trafficking with CPS when the president, I'm sorry to say this, sits in the White House with a group of people like Bill Gates and others, kisses their arse and basically plays up to them. They're responsible for more trafficking and sexual predation than anybody. So we're putting all of our hate on Diddy and we're feeling good about it. We're letting all of our anger out because Diddy's the bad guy, right? Yeah, Diddy. He's the bad guy. He's the one. Don't make me laugh. He was convicted of, let me try to say this again, violations of the Mann Act. Now, before we begin, which I already have, I want to remind you of a great sponsor of ours that we're reintroducing, Mike Lindell and the great folks at MyPillow.com. They're patriots. Mike Lindell has been the subject of more attacks than almost as much as the president. Now, let me tell you something. You hear me night after night and day after day tearing into the nonsense and the scandals and the corruption. And I always remind you, there are still real American companies, real American entrepreneurs out there that fight for you. And it's still My Pillow. They mock him. They laugh at him. Mike Lindell built My Pillow from the ground up with faith, grit, guts, and the kind of American spirit we used to call the American dream. And he makes products right here at home in our country. He employs Americans, and he's been targeted mercilessly for standing up to the establishment. That's why I am proud to stand with him. And you can too. Not because it's a charity, but it's the best products available. And now I want you to stand with him as well. I want you to go to mypillow.com. Use the link that is in the description. mypillow.com. Go there and use the promo code Lionel, and you'll receive a free gift. I know that's tautological, but still, that's right. It's his way of thanking his audience for supporting freedom, supporting faith, and supporting American jobs. Whether it's the classic My Pillow, the Giza Dream Sheets, the mattress toppers, the towels, the slippers, you name it, these are products you will use every single day. And every time you do, you will know that you're helping keep alive a business that refuses to bow to the mob. I sleep on these products. Mrs. Allen and I do, and we love them. And I trust these products, and I know you will too. So go right now. Don't wait to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. Use promo code Lionel and claim your gift, your free gift. Support Mike Lindell, support American workers, support free enterprise, because while the establishment wants you wants you dependent, My Pillow wants you comfortable, rested, and ready for the fight. Think I'm exaggerating? Think I'm exaggerating? You do, don't you? I know people do. I know. It's their nature. They think everybody's exaggerating. Nobody's exaggerating here. This is the real stuff, my friends. Now, let me tell you something. I saw something that I cannot believe that I live in a world with some of the most stupid nonsense I have ever seen in my life. And as I was doing the overnights, I happened to be looking up, and we have on WABC, they have these monitors, and the monitors are there, and they're showing me various things and all this kind of jazz. And I looked up, and lo and behold, there was a certain cable news show. And this certain cable news show was mocking Mamdani. This is Zoran Mamdani, who is going to be the next mayor of New York City. Okay? Whether you like it or not, he is the next mayor of New York City. Guaranteed. So, in any event, make a long story short, they were noticing, or they were laughing, over the fact that maybe he might, I guess they were trying to intimate that he was effeminate, because they said that there was a picture of him standing against the wall or something with his legs crossed. And I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Yes, his legs were crossed. And when he was walking, he did one of these. He waved like this, kind of a swishy, twinky little. Okay, you got it? So their idea of deep, tough analysis was making fun of the way he waved. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Okay. Now, if this is your idea of some kind of, I don't know, legitimate news, count me out. Count me out. Count me out. Because what I'm telling you right now, which is the most important, and for you to grasp, is very simply this. We have a world of distraction that is being, of course, run by children who are morons, who have no sense of anything. They want to distract you from everything and anything that actually is critical. I mean it. And you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think Milli Vanilli said it best. And they do everything in their power to, again, this is important, everything to fool you into thinking this is critical. But you know what, my friends? It's not critical. None of it's critical. Our world is so dependent upon you knowing what's going on, that these people are part and parcel of a deliberate attention to distract you from that which matters. Look, I'm so glad that the Yankees are in the postseason, or whatever, but who gives a shit? All right, deep down inside, the world is falling apart. But I mean, the analysis will astound you, astound you, when they tell you they know everything that happened, every moment, and then and then they ran, and this, and the ALCDS, but when it comes to knowing what's going on in the world, forget it. Forget it. You can forget it when I tell you right now, believe it or not, that they care nothing about this. And they know you're going to fall for this, and they know this is what you do, and they know this is just your nature. But here is the best part. The very people who are responsible for more child trafficking, more predation than anything else, your federal government is actually having you look and say, we're going to get this. He's like a tackling dummy. He's a rodeo clown. He's something to distract and dissuade you and keep your eye off of what really matters. You know this, and these high and mighty, especially, I love when certain channels, when people who work there were fired because they're sending dick pics to coworkers, and it's like, how dare you? You live in a world, this is the most important part, you live in a world that puts so much emphasis and so much, I guess you'd say, so much, I guess, credit on looks and Botox, and you honestly sit back and you play this high and mighty nonsense about how Diddy is. It makes me sick. Okay? Sick. This is why I think I'm going to say something else, which is, again, has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But if you know me, when I talk to you, anything that pops into my head, I will just tell you. Call it a stream of consciousness, call it desultory, elliptical, psychotic. I don't know. You be the judge. Who am I to diagnose my own particular issue? But I'm telling you something here. You're going to find out one day, with all of this weight loss stuff, Wegovy, Ozempic, you're going to have a holy shit moment, and it's going to be too late. Too late. And the reason why it's going to be too late is people never thought about this. Who is protecting you from this? You're going to be finding out, mark my words, that there are not weight loss problems, but muscle mass problems. People are going to be losing muscle mass. And muscle mass is a little different than everything else. Muscle mass is different. And when you have muscle mass loss, you've got serious problems, because that's harder for you to build up again. Now, of course, all of these experts will say, oh, no, that's easy. No, it's not easy. It's very difficult. Nobody's telling you anything about that. There are people especially who take this stuff to lose weight. And if you're older, when you lose muscle, that's it. You're getting the Wegovy face. The Wegovy, this sunken look, because underlying muscle loss. It's incredible. And Bobby Kennedy's doing this. And meanwhile, they're taking artificial, come on, stop it. They're doing supplements. We live in a world of bullshit. Bullshit and distraction. My God, I've never seen anything like it. It is the most, I don't know how, I don't know how people honestly expect, I guess I don't know how people are expected to maybe not notice this, not be aware of this. Does that make any sense? How do people not know the obvious? I don't understand this. Did you see this other great news? Kash Patel is finally breaking away from our connection with the federal government, with ADL, and I hope the Southern Poverty Law Center. You know what's going to happen now, don't you? they're going to be claiming this is anti-Semitic because many people still believe that they're anti-discriminate, that somehow this is a valid case. Anybody talking about that? No. Anybody on these? No. You can't say that. You can't do this. That's the most incredible. Also, I want to tell you something. There's a move right now, which I think everybody should be aware of, especially in our group, in our crew. Alex Jones right now is in the fight for his life. And there are people who, I don't know, because of, they don't like him or they're jealous of him, but he's another one. They're trying everything in their power to see him ground into dust. And why? Why did he do this? He was targeted because they wanted to find out anything that they could use to bring him down. And if ever you've watched him or supported him, now is the time. It's just incredible. This Diddy stuff, Mrs. L is going to be going live with this. I despise this. Back to Diddy again. Who were these women who went out of their way to say, I want to be there? What about every single week, all of the NBA teams, NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams that go from hotel to hotel, and all the groupies, and all the doormen, and all of the folks who work in the organization who know about groupies? What do you think this is called? What do you think this is called? Diddy had these women come for him, for his parties, for his whatever it was. Is he a pervert? So is half of Hollywood. You don't even know what I know. You don't even know the names. You don't know. It will. And by the way, not just now, but stuff from the 50s. If I told you stories about Bob Hope, your jaw would drop. You think this is new, right? You think this is new because it's Diddy. Ask yourself again. If this was Clint Eastwood, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, remember his stories with him and John Belushi? Remember that? Remember all those stories? Yeah. Different. But Diddy, let's get him. He's going to end up doing nothing. And all these people writing all these letters, and he tore my life up. Excuse me, Judge, he is here today for the sentencing on the Mann Act violation. If you are going to talk about what he did, the first thing you have to do under oath is admit you're a prostitute, because he was convicted of bringing you in as a prostitute, where you came not voluntarily, but as a prostitute. That's Mann Act violation. You know, on the bigger picture, Americans love to believe they're informed. We love it. They love to believe that they're aware and in control, and that they cling to this illusion that being bombarded with headlines and feeds and breaking news, that this makes them somehow knowledgeable, that it gives them comfort, the sense that they know what's happening. But the truth is, they know nothing. They are far more interested, again, in the Yankees postseason, sports highlights, and the endless bread and circuses parade than in matters that truly shape their families' futures. Distraction becomes and has become a drug. Ignorance is a choice, while the issues that erode and destroy liberty and stability are completely ignored until it's too late to respond. And the entertainment industry, along with big tech, the government, and the deep state, have all worked hand in hand to normalize the destruction of children's innocence, their identities, their futures, from Joe Biden down. The system has enabled sterilization and exploitation with full approval. And yet today I'm told to channel all my outrage toward Diddy, as though he alone is public enemy number one. The hypocrisy is staggering. The distractions are obvious, and the real architects of all this harm, they're untouched and unscathed. How many kids has Diddy been responsible for in changing their gender? How many kids has Diddy provided puberty blockers to? How many kids has Diddy, like Netflix, provided through movies and influence to tell them to change your gender? It's absolutely incredible. Diddy now is the guy everybody's screaming for. This is the part that this blows me away. It feels like the whole world is under some spell, kind of lulled into submission by propaganda, distraction, digital change. Only a handful, I hope you're included, seem able to pierce this illusion and to recognize the manipulation and the mind craft shaping every narrative. The masses of people march blindly, while truth still remains visible only to those who refuse conditioning, like us. This isn't ignorance. It's engineered, and it's compliance, and it's what's a word? And breaking free of it demands courage and clarity. It's very difficult to tell people, hey, join our team. Yeah, you'll be miserable half the time. You'll walk around and you feel like, hey, look at this, I'm being lied to. You'll feel like a complete idiot. Join our team. We'll talk about stuff nobody's ever heard of. They'll think you're crazy. You'll talk about Bernays and Project, Mockingbird or Paperclip, and they'll say, there the guy goes again. There he goes again. Operation Storm Fury, weather manipulation. These people are crazy. Building 7. Oh my God. HARP. You want to join that? It's easier. Listen, stick with the Yankees. It's easy. Watch sports. It's fun. There's a game. There's the score. Go home. Put on your jersey. Yay! Tribalism at its best. Nobody gives a shit in the long run. The world is falling apart. It's beautiful. Who wants what we go through? Who? Who can want this? I don't blame you for bowing out. Why would anybody want to be a part of this nonsense? It's more fun to really do this than I guess what's going on. Let me tell you something else. There is something which is really difficult, and I want you to understand this distraction. This is important. I want you to follow this. A good person will say something and then say something stupid. Give me an example. Laura Loomer is fantastic exposing certain focuses, right? She's very good at that. Max Blumenthal, she's Jewish. Max Blumenthal, very good at focusing, bringing to your attention that which is going on in Gaza, Palestine, that sort of thing. Very, very good. Okay? Laura Loomer represents the Israel, among other things, inter alia, the Israel position. Max Blumenthal is the anti-Israel position. He hates Israel, not Israel, not me like that, but the government, the idea of the Likud party, Bibi, Zionism. Zionism. He goes berserk. Laura, different story. Okay. Laura Loomer says, go after the Muslims. They're coming in and they're ISIS and they're Al-Qaeda. Very good. Why? Well, in many respects, because she's right, but in another kind of a derivative aspect of it is to keep your mind off of what's going on in Israel, but focus on the Muslims. Those are the bad guys. Again, distraction, sort of. Enter Max Blumenthal. He says, don't worry about the Muslims. That's racist. Focus on Israel. They're not anti-Semitic. This is it. He also said the other day, this is where he lost me, Antifa is a distraction. It's a contrived, manipulated, orchestrated, kind of exploited distraction also. So you got that? See what I did? It's very difficult. 2, 3, 4 different issues, sometimes switching, sometimes back and forth. She's right about the Muslims. He's right about what's going on in Palestine in many respects. She's right about the infiltration in this country, but he's wrong about Antifa. And she's wrong about ignoring. It's like she wants to give everybody a pass regarding Israel. Now, the overarching picture of this is that from a practical point of view, if you're running for office in this country, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, by the way, Tucker's making his move. He is going full, he's putting all his chips against Bibi and against Israel and against not against Israel. He's not anti-Semitic, but I mean this, they're going after him, he's going after them. Israel wants to buy, TikTok. That may be great for us, our little circle. The country doesn't give a shit about that. Doesn't care about that. The country could not care less about anything going on in Israel. Doesn't care. It's been raised to just accept that, well, that's that crazy place. It's always been like that. It's never going to change it. That's the way they think. Let me say that again. Listen to me carefully. I am not saying it's not important. I'm saying Americans don't care about this. Don't care. Americans don't care about Ukraine. Foreign policy is something Americans never get. We don't give a shit about that. We only care as far as if it's war and maybe if it affects us. We have people in war. That's it. Americans are, like people are colorblind. They are foreign relations blind. They can't see it. Okay? Now, see what I just did? I gave you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There's no black and white. Grays are like spectra. It's hard to put into words, but that's exactly what's going on. America also loves to see things blown up. Trump does stuff which is so fundamentally wrong and stupid, you can't believe it. Now, this is when I get really confusing, okay? I'm going to say something now which people are really going to get confused about because you're so used to black and white. Black and white. Black and white, okay? You got that? But let me see if I can explain something to you before I do this. I want to mention one more thing, which is critical, okay? The response to our friends at preparedwithlionel.com, My Patriot Supply, is through the roof. And what does that mean? That's not good. What? That's not good. Isn't that good? Well, it's good, but that means people recognize, when people realize or think about civil war, false flags, lockdowns, riots, blackouts, supply chain sabotage, this ain't theory, it's reality. That's not good. That means that sometimes gold goes up as a hedge, but also as a preparation, but also emergency food. And My Patriot Supply, the best. Simply, they're the company. The others are nice. Nice. Okay? You want to go on a camping trip? Put a couple of MREs in your bag? Go there. You want to handle 30, 90 days, full-blown lockdown? My Patriot Supply. You see, the elites are dismantling everything on schedule. You couldn't go 1 week without food and the system would collapse. You would go berserk. You think you're ready. Oh, I got stuff. Oh, my son's got, he's got prunes and jerky. Yeah, okay. Dream along, little dreamer. Cash, crypto, gold, cards, worthless unless you want to eat it. And your family's hungry and you're eating the same stuff over and you have to go a week. You couldn't do a week. Hunger is the weapon. Control is the plan. And survival is primal. food, water, energy, ammo. That's it. That's the game. So that's why I trust and always have trusted My Patriot Supplies 3-month food kit. Over 2,000 calories a day, 22 meal varieties, shelf life up to 25 years. And right now, 4 weeks free, a $247 value. So go to preparewithlionel.com. It's the link in the description section. Secure your food, protect your family, lock down your future. The storm is here, my friends. Remember, preparation ain't paranoia. Preparewithlionel.com. Now, let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that makes some sense, and I hope it does. The president is, in some respects, brilliant and stupid and crazy and sane. I don't know. I've given up trying to figure him out. Does he know what he's saying? Does he know what he's doing? I have no earthly idea. None. He does stuff that is so bizarre, but I love him. And I say, Mr. President, you go as bizarre as you want. You go nuts. If it drives them crazy, I'm happy. You hear what I'm saying? If it drives them crazy, sir, I'm happy. And don't let him fool you. Sometimes it's boneheaded, it's stupid. I know. It's just wrong. But you know what? Shake it up. Shake it up. Make people say, oh, okay, I got it. That's exactly what we need right now. You hear what I'm saying? That's exactly what we need. These are times we've never seen before. The Democrats have nobody in the bench. Maybe Gavin Newsom. There's no bench. They have no. I don't know who's in the offing. Who? I don't know. I don't know what they want. Hakeem Jeffries. This guy's stupid. Maxine Waters is like Terrence Tao compared to this guy. This guy's an idiot. He doesn't understand what he's talking about. They don't have any. They're throwing junk. You know, there's no fastball. They're just hoping to just fool people. And whatever he does, he's driving them crazy. Mr. President, keep driving them crazy. You understand this? Keep it up. Just do it. Go after border, go after ICE, double down on that. That drives them crazy. Whatever it is to get the submission point. Because remember something, Mr. President, you got to understand something. America is full of shit. I have wonderful, wonderful people following me. I promise you, there is not one person watching me today, right now. I'll bet anything. Not one person who's ever written a congressman or senator an email, and nobody who's ever called an office. Nobody. Mr. President, we are great, but we are full of shit. We talk so much bullshit about, oh my God, we're this and the but. We don't do anything. There are people who they don't even have an X account. They don't even, unless it's looking at porn or pictures or something. I don't know what it is. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my world. In my life. It's incredible. They don't do anything. And more people than not don't vote. Here in New York City, Mr. President, we have these big mouth Republicans who just make fun of Zoran Mamdani. They just laugh at him. They laugh at him. Hey, he's stupid. He's a commie. He's going to win. And they're arguing. They don't like Curtis Lewa. They're actually wanting to vote for Andrew Cuomo. This is how bad. This guy's a perv, alleged and killed. I don't know how many. He's the worst. They've got the worst bench. We have the worst. And none of the people who are the loudest on Fox or who call up, none of them have done anything. They've never walked a precinct. They've never volunteered. They've never knocked on doors. They've never done shit. All they do is complain. They don't write, they don't speak, they're silent, but they're big complainers and they know everything. Oh, they know everything. Oh, they know everything. I know about Project Bluebeam. Wow. I know about Building 7. I know about Larry Silverstein. Pull it. I know a lot of stuff. I talk, but I don't do anything. I vote, I guess. I wear a lapel pin. That's it. That's America. And those are the elite. At least they know. The rest of the country doesn't even know that. History, law, forget it. So this is who we are. We have to change everything. We have to change the calculus of who we are, kind of how we. But we love to complain. Oh, we complain. Oh, we're so good at complaining. We complain. Oh, God. And there's a handful of, and we also live in a world where we become interested in personalities. Like we don't have, like if I said, you like, Mises or Van Hayek or the Austrian school, or you into Carol Quigley, the Bon. What philosophers, what political school do you come from? Are you a Teddy Roosevelt Republican? Are you a Barry Goldwater? Are you a where are you, libertarian? I don't know about that. I like Candace Owens. Okay, that's nice. That's a show. But what kind of what is your particular area? I like Candace Owens. They define themselves by the shows they watch. And they like these people and they love them. And they become groupies. And they're not even listening to what the person says. They just love to hear people raise hell and take names and that kind of thing. Our group is so full of shit. Nobody cares about Charlie Kirk. Nobody finds out why Charlie Kirk. Nothing. It's over with. He's done. He's finished. He is so forgotten, it's not even funny. We're not going to find anything about who he is. And by the way, this kid, Highland, Honeybarn, or whatever this guy, I don't know, this little twink who's walking around here, Brinlin, who's flying around in a private plane with a Rolex. This little, come on, stop it. You can't, everybody's into this. Oh, manly. We need manly. We've got low testosterone. Oh, look, manly. Look at me. I'm doing kettlebells. Look at Bobby. Oh, Bobby's doing push-ups. Hey, Pete, this is where we are right now. Well, if that's your world, old Tinkerbell over there who wants to take over, it ain't going to work. Because now we're in the masculine, and that's what I'm taking. We're turmeric and our methylene blue and our testosterone. And okay. All right. We love that stuff. We love it. But we just talk about it. We just love it. Okay. Doesn't make any sense. The real stuff in the world that's going to destroy us is AI. Like you cannot believe. But it involves a kind of an exploration. It involves an understanding that few people have, if not. Because people really don't get it. They don't really, really understand it. But the bottom line is that there are so many issues here. So many. Oh, my God. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to say too much because Mrs. L is going to have to do her. By the way, she does. Make sure you follow her at Lynn's Warriors. She's going to be on with Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace is a powerhouse. Nancy Grace is still, she's more popular today than ever. And when it comes to knowing exactly what to give her audience, she does it. Mrs. L is prominently featured, in that particular group. Prominently. Also, keep an eye on our good friend Alex Jones. Still the best pound for pound in the business. Pound for pound. Everybody else, they come, they go. Nobody can carry his jock. Nobody. Every single day, physically doing what he does. 5 hours, going through this, I hope, and I have no reason to believe this, but I hope somebody like Teal or somebody is saying, "Don't worry, Al, we're gonna back you up on this. You just go through the throes of this, but we got you covered. Don't worry about it." They want to destroy him. They want to destroy him. And we're going to say bye-bye to free speech because we say, well, I like our free speech, but I don't really care about other free speech. I like our free speech, but I don't really care about others. Okay? You got that? We live in this world, I told you, my friend, it is this, oh my God, it is cosmically screwed up at levels I never thought even remotely possible. I swear to God, I never thought it was. This week when I talked about the Comey indictment, nobody grasped that either. So anyway, dear friends, I want you to remember a couple of things here, which is very, 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 very critical. Very, very critical. Number one, as I told you before, our friends at MyPillow, Mike Lindell, that son of a bitch is still going. God love him. Remember, I'll never forget one time we used to go to this Bed Bath & Beyond on Route 3 on our way, right in Clifton. It was right there. It was just nice. I like Bed Bath & Beyond. I like the smell of it. I like, frying pans, and we got all our crap there. It was really good. And they had this big bin in the middle of us, my pillow. It was big. Well, they didn't like so they told Michael Lindell, we don't like you anymore. Why? Because we have no soul. Well, guess what? They stopped Mike Lindell. They went out of business. I think the head of theirs, did this guy go out of a window or something? It was weird. Something strange happened. So guess what happened? Mike Lindell's still there. He's still there. And they are the best things in the world. So you go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Put in the word promo right there, mypillow.com/Lionel. You go there, you put it in there. The link's in the description. You take your credit card and you buy everything they have. It's the best thing. You will never say, oh, this is garbage. It's great stuff. Great stuff. And also, when the apocalypse happens, my friend, if you don't eat, you don't live. And if you don't have clean water and energy, you are SOL. Preparedwithlionel.com. That's it. Self-explanatory and beautiful. And let me tell you, you miserable bastards, how much I love you. Look at every day you come up spewing your bullshit left and right. I love you. You say the same stuff. But I love that because you're there. You're always there. You're always here. Like the great Ronnie Law said, always there. Always there. Churning the... fantastic. You're wonderful. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. All right, my friends. So anyway, we're going to boogie out of here. Keep an eye on Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Don't forget our channel, Lionel Legal. Lionel Legal, yeah. And I'll probably do some about Diddy. By the way, Diddy, in case anybody cares, he's going to get some minimal sentence. Whatever he did with a credit for time served, the sentencing guidelines. But that judge is going to make you feel like, oh, we're gonna take all of the hatred that we have towards Diddy's nothing. Remember, none of those women were kidnapped. None. And you don't want me to tell you what I think about the Epstein case. Epstein case was that's another one. It just dropped after Pam Bondi took care of that one like it never happened. Hey, but you got your binders? Hey, DC Drano, did you get your binder? Huh? Hey, Libs of TikTok, did you get the binder? Yeah, thanks. Got him at Kinko's. Okay. Don't get me started. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. Make sure you're subscribed here. Make sure you're subscribed. I might pop up later. Until then, my friend, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue you.